Stampers, welcome to my studio. This is Deb Valder and I am going to show you how to do a patriotic card. Happy 4th of July. So today we're going to use a background stamp, and that's this stamp right here. It's called Brushstrokes, and it's a very pretty stamp. You're going to end up wanting to get it because it's got this little watercolor look. So these little spots right here are meant to be like that. They are, like I said, a watercolor look. We're going to do some origami, which you know is my very favorite, and we're going to use one of our accent pieces, and I colored that. So let's start off with our background piece, with our background layer right here, and that's done with real red. I used white craft ink, and I'm just going to ink that up. Now, one thing that I'm going to do differently with this card than I did with the card that I showed you right here is I'm going to leave a little spot right here for some words. So this is the spot that I want to leave blank, so I just put a post-it note over that. And then I'm just going to lay this down. There we go. And let me grab my scrap paper. There we go. And just rub. Now remember, this spot right over here is going to be blank because that's where we're going to put our words. Okay, and then let's lift it up. And here we have our background. And then if I take this off right here, that's where we're going to put our words. Isn't that pretty neat? This is the words I'm going to use, and that comes from For Your Country. And I'm just going to ink it up again with my white craft ink and let this dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a card that I already pre-stamped because it does take a little time for this to dry. So I just wanted you to see what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? That's what it looks like when it's all done. Alright? Now, let's start on the origami part of it, which is this part right here. These are so easy to make. Very, very easy. You can make them any size. I started out with a 1.5 by 1.5 inch piece of cardstock. Actually, this is our designer series paper in real red. And then I wanted to show you that you could also do it with regular cardstock, and I just stamped on it. And that stamp comes from a stamp set called Be the Star. And I use this quite a bit. I'm actually going to use it for another 4th of July card that I'm going to do. But this is the one that I did. Now, to do this, alright, I'm going to do a couple of them for you. To do this, you want to know which side you want to face out. Do you want the polka dots to face out, or do you want the words to face out? I wanted the words to face out, and I wanted my stars to face out. The reason you need to know that is because of the way that you fold. And if you're an origami person, you'll understand this. I'm going to take point to point. So I'm going to take and fold this from corner to corner and just fold. And I'm going to tell you right now, it works really good when you have good folds, so I'm going to use my bone folder. It doesn't take that much time to do that, and you're going to just have nice crisp folds. Alright, so we've got point to point, then I turned it, and I did point to point again, so I've got this big X in the middle. Now what I want to do is I want to flip it over, and these are going to be side to side folds. So I'm going to do even side to even side. And remember, these are squares, so it doesn't matter. Then I'm going to turn it and do the same thing again on this side. And use my bone folder. Now I have very crisp folds. Now open it up, and you'll see this little point in the middle, and I called that the tent point. You'll see how this kind of folds in, and this kind of folds in. Just take your fingers, push those two in, and here you have your triangle. That's all there is to it. So I've done a bunch of these ahead of time. Let's get this one going. Okay, we've got the little part that pushes in, and we've got this. So you're going to do 6 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to do 2 of these for a total of 8. And then what I like to do is use my mini glue dots because it's just fast and easy. So you're going to take and pick one side that you're going to glue, and you're going to glue every single side the same way. So what I like to do is to just take and have the straight edge toward me, and this piece right here is what I'm going to have glued. So I'm just going to take the top piece, okay, remember this is facing me, top piece, add your glue. Alright, so there's one. Then I'm going to take the top piece, the straight edge is following me, fold this over, okay, straight edge is following me, fold this over, and glue. And all I'm doing is just standing them up right here so that I know that the glue is on the same side in each one. So here we go. We're going to take I did not pre-glue these. Okay, so we're going to take that, add that. We're going to take this one. Almost done. Do it the same on every single one of them. This card really does not take very long to do. You know me about fast cards. I just love to get them done and move on to the next one. Same thing with this blue one. We're going to take, there we go. You can do this with other colors. It doesn't have to be a patriotic card. You can do this with other colors. And you can make these much bigger and use the whole card for it. All right, so here is this. Now we're going to start putting them together. Now remember, our glue is right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all of my red ones together first. And what you do is you just take this, and where it's open, you're going to go point to point. And when you do that, let me just show you. See this crease right here? This crease is going to follow along with this little diagonal right here. So it's the point, and then follow it down to the crease, and just fold. Be careful because you do have on here, my finger was glued to it. Okay, so now we're going to take the next piece. Remember, we've got a mini glue dot there. You want to keep your points together. So let's make sure when we put these two together that my point is on top and it followed the crease line right, whoops, I just glued it together. It follows the crease line right down. Alright, so we're going to go point to point. There we go. If you just don't think about it, it works a whole lot easier, and actually it works better if you have it down. See what I'm doing? There's my half a star. So leave it down on the ground, it's much easier. You're going to take and put this point right here and follow this line right down. So point and follow it down. Turn. We're going to take and put point. Okay. And follow it down. Point. Follow it down. All right, now we're going to start on our blue ones. Remember, we've got our glue in the same exact spot. Point and follow it down. And now this one is a little bit tricky because we have to intertwine it to the one next to it. So just do the point, follow it down, and then I'm going to add another mini glue dot right here. And that will be glued to this one. Oops. Okay, now these two are going to be, remember I told you one of them was glued? That would be this one. Okay, and then these two just get glued together. Now what you want to do is to make sure that when you're gluing this last one, you want to push all of your little points together up here in the top, right here. Okay, and that's your star. That's all there is to it. And like I said, just push those all together, and then you've got this perfect little star here in the middle. Now what we'll do is we'll add it to our card base, and that's going to be right here. Now I do like to use my mini glue dots. If not, use your fast fuse because you need something a little bit stronger. Remember, this is not just cardstock to cardstock. This is cardstock that has been folded, and we're just going to add all of these little mini glue dots. And these little mini glue dots also help to hold it together. I love my mini glue dots here. Okay, and there's that one, and I think I need one more. So I did put a mini glue dot on every single one of these. It's hard to stick to the white craft ink. Okay, and then what I want to do is to make sure that my stars are in the my blue stars are in the right corner. Oh, wait a minute! It has to go onto, hang on, my card base. Let's put it onto the blue background, and I just kind of centered it onto that one. There we go. Let's push it all together, and it is glued very well. Now I'm going to take and use Fast Fuse and attach this to my base. And add that to my card base. And here is my red, white, and blue patriotic card. I have one more thing to add, and that's my embellishment. Now you can leave it just like that if you'd like, or you can add one of our new little accents. And these accents are amazing. They were originally meant to be used with our blendabilities, but we don't have blendabilities anymore, so you can use them with any Sharpie marker. So what I did was I just took my Sharpie marker and I colored it, and now I'm just going to add it right here to the middle of it. They're pre-stuck, so all you have to do is add it like that, and there we go. Isn't that amazing? That's my card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy 4th of July!